Hi guys, welcome to my next Lord of the Rings story videos. Today I'm going to do Radagast the Brown. I'm just going to be reading off Wikipedia because I can't summarize in my head. So I'm just going to do, well I can, but doesn't really help people. So I'm just going to be reading off Wikipedia if that's alright with you, okay? So today episode 3 of my Lord of the Rings stories will be Radagast. So no, not yet. Radagast the Brown, also called Iwindil, was one of the wizards, or the Ishtari. He was a good friend of Gandalf the Grey, whom he aided occasionally. Radagast was mainly concerned with the well-being of the plant and animal worlds, and thus did not participate heavily in the War of the Ring. Now, here we go. Radagast was originally a mire of Yavanna the Fruitgiver named Iwindil, meaning bird friend. In Valinor, the land of the Valar, a council was held by Manwë, leader of the Valar, shortly after Sauron's defeat in the War of the Last Alliance. Though Sauron was overthrown, it would later turn out that he had not been effectively vanquished, and his shadow began to fall upon Middle-earth a second time. It was decided to send 5 emissaries to Middle-earth. These should be mighty peers of Sauron, yet forego might, and clothe themselves in flesh, as they were intended to help men and elves unite against Sauron, but the wizards were forbidden from matching the Dark Lord in power and fear. The other 4 that were chosen were Gandalf, Saruman, and Dalatar and Palando, the Blue Wizards. Yavanna subsequently begged Curumo, Saruman's original name, to take Iwindil with him. Arrival in Middle-earth. Around the year 1000, the Maiar arrived at the Grey Havens in the west of Eriador upon the shores of Middle-earth, having the form of old men, whom the people called wizards. Curumo arrived first and alone, and Iwindil arrived at the same time as Olorun. Iwindil, renamed Radagast, meaning tender of beasts by the Noldor, protects the Great Forest. He was little concerned with the affairs of men and elves, but was far more knowledgeable in plants, birds, and beasts in the forest. He also turned away from Saruman during this period, unaware that he despised him and considered him a fool. Second Age. When the wizards took their missions, they roamed Middle-earth, but Radagast was never much of a traveller. There is not much to be told about his early journeys. Third Age. In The Hobbit, Gandalf says that Radagast is his cousin, though this more likely refers to their friendship, or the fact that they are both wizards, and not actual close kinship, except that they are both Maiar, of course. By the late Third Age, he eventually settled down and dwelt, for a time at least, in Rosecabel, somewhere between the Carrock and the Old Forest Road. Situated on the western borders of Mirkwood, it can be assumed that the wizard held watch against the shadow of Dol Guldur that slowly engulfed the forest. It is likely that he became acquainted with the inhabitants of that region. Close to animals and birds, he was friends with the great eagles. Although the neighbouring Beorn was unsociable, he used to see him from time to time, and considered Radagast not bad for a wizard. War of the Ring. In 2851, the White Council met once more, and after that, Saruman began to research the garden fields for the One Ring. Radagast decided to aid in his search with birds and beasts who acted as spies, hoping that Saruman's actions would help and hinder Sauron. Radagast did this in good faith, knowing nothing of Saruman's real ambitions to keep the ring for himself. By the time of the War of the Ring, Radagast did not dwell anymore in Rosecabel. In summer 3018, Saruman told Radagast that he was willing to help Gandalf and sent the Brown Wizard to seek him out at once. Radagast did not know much of Eriador, but sought for the Shire, knowing that he would find Gandalf nearby. Indeed, on Midsummer's Day, Radagast was sitting on the side of the Greenway with his horse near Bree when Gandalf found him on his way to the village. Radagast warned Gandalf that the Nazgûl were abroad, disguised as riders in black, and that they were seeking news of the Shire. He also gave him Saruman's invitation and agreed to help Gandalf by getting beasts and birds to send news to Orthanc. With that, he rode away back towards Mirkwood. By sending Gandalf to Orthanc, Radagast unwittingly had him captured. Saruman's message proved to be a trap for Gandalf, who was imprisoned in Orthanc. But still he did not believe that Radagast was also a part of Saruman's plans. Indeed, it was thanks to Radagast that Gandalf was able to escape from the pinnacle of Orthanc upon the wings of Gwaihir. Radagast's actions during and after the rest of the war are not recorded. After the Council of Elrond, many scouts were sent out from Rivendell to many different locations. Some passed over the Misty Mountains and eventually came to Rosecabel, but they found that Radagast was not there. His fate after the War of the Ring is unknown. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode on Radagast the Brown. He's one of my favourite wizards. He appears in The Hobbit. I think he appears in An Unexpected Journey and The Desolation of Smaug, I think. So yeah, this guy, he's awesome. Next episode will be the Mysterious Blue Wizards, and I'm sorry that episode might not be very helpful, but still, I want to do the Blue Wizards. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.